Good morning, students. We already studied the dimensions of physical quantity. As you know, we have seen the 8 physical quantities. The first we have seen about the area. You know the dimensions of area: L raised to 2, m raised to 0, t raised to 0. For volume, L raised to cube, m raised to 0, t raised to 0. Density is equals to what? Mass upon volume. That is m upon L raised to 3. This 3 L raised to 3, it is at a denominator and m is at a numerator. So L raised to 3, it will be go to upside, it will become L raised to minus 3. So m raised to 1, L raised to minus 3, and that we can write L raised to minus 3, m raised to 1, t raised to 0. This is the dimensional formula for density. Same like that we have seen for velocity. Velocity is equals to what? Displacement upon time. Displacement, what is this? L, and for time we have taken t. The L is present at a numerator and t is present at a denominator. So here nothing is present means what? The 1 is present. So t raised to 1, it will be go to upside, it will become t raised to minus 1. So how can we write its dimensional formula? The m term is not present. So m raised to what here? It is a 0. So L raised to 1, m raised to 0, t raised to minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula for velocity. For acceleration, same like that. Acceleration is equals to velocity upon time. You can put the dimensions of velocity, and for time we are taking t. So what is this? L raised to 1, t raised to minus 1, and this t raised to 1, it is going to upside. So it is becoming what? T raised to minus 1, minus 1. It is t raised to minus 2. So L raised to 1, m raised to 0, t raised to minus 2. These are the dimensions of acceleration. Same like that for force. Force is equals to mass into acceleration. You can write m for a mass and acceleration. You can put the dimensions as we have seen already. So force, the dimensions we are getting L raised to 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. For impulse is what? Force into time. You already know the dimensions of force. For a time you can write t. So t raised to what is here? 1. So we can write the dimensions for impulse is L raised to 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 1. For a work, it is force into displacement. Just put the dimensions of force. For a displacement, you can take L raised to 1. So here L raised to 1 and this is L raised to 1. So what is this? 1 plus 1, L raised to 2 and m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2, it is as it is. So this is the dimensions for a work. So we have seen already the dimensions of these 8 physical quantities. See, now we will discuss the dimensional analysis and its applications. See, what are the applications of it? The first application, it is used to check whether the equation is dimensionally correct or not. Second one, it is used to find the relationship between the physical quantity. Physical quantity. And third, it is used to find conversion factor. So in your textbook, only the two applications given in detail. So we will discuss these two applications one by one. So the dimensions, here we are considering the first application. It is used to check the equation is dimensionally correct or not. For that we are taking the example 2.15 from your textbook. Example 2.15. Let us consider an equation. Half mv square is equals to mgh. See, we have to check is the equation is dimensionally correct or not. So for that we are considering LHS and RHS. Let us consider the LHS of this equation. LHS is equals to what here? Half mv square. See, here when we are writing the dimensions, we have to know the rule. The half, it is a constant. So we are not taking a constant term here. So only we are taking mv square. M stands for what? Mass, and V stands for velocity. So for mass we are writing in square bracket m. Nothing is present means 1 is present. For velocity, as you know already the dimensions of velocity, L raised to 1, m raised to 0, t raised to minus 1, and raised to what here? 2. So what is this? M raised to 1, as it is I am writing. So here the 2 is a present. So L raised to 1 into 2. 1 into 2 is what? 2. So L raised to what is here? 2. M raised to 0 into 2 is what? 0. M raised to 0. T raised to minus 1 into 2. That is T raised to minus 2. Next here, this L raised to 2 as it is. But M, if you will see, what is this? M raised to 1 and M raised to 0. You know the rule. A raised to M into A raised to N is equals to A raised to M plus N. Okay. So it is 1 and it is 0 that we are adding. M raised to 1 plus 0 and T raised to minus 2 it is as it is. So L raised to 2, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. This is we are getting which term? LHS, left hand side. Next we are writing for RHS. See, what is the RHS of this equation? That is mgh. Okay, m stands for mass, g stands for acceleration due to gravity, and h stands for height. So m, what is the dimensions of m? Mass, we will write it is capital M. For g stands for what? Acceleration due to gravity. So we will write here the dimensions of acceleration. So as you know the dimensions of acceleration, L raised to 1, M raised to 0, T raised to minus 2. And for h is nothing but what? Height, and that we can write L. So you can see here L raised to nothing is present means what? 1 is present. So L raised to 1 and this is L raised to 1. What we will write? L raised to 1 plus 1. Next M raised to nothing is present means 1 is present. M raised to 1 plus 0, and next is what? T raised to minus 2. So what is we are getting? L raised to 2, M raised to 1 and T raised to minus 2. So you can observe the LHS and you can observe the RHS. Is the both equations are same? Yes, the both we are getting the same. So we can write LHS is equals to RHS. So we can say that the equation is dimensionally correct, and it is also known as the homogeneity principle. See, if the LHS and RHS of the equation it is same, we can say that the equation is dimensionally correct, and the principle is what here? Homogeneity principle. So like that you can solve the example 2.16 from your textbook. Thank you.